As the illusory infrastructure disintegrates, you can see the results everywhere. September 1, 2014. As many are telling you, humanity's awakening or upliftment is very close indeed. Keep holding your light on high and make it happen. Do not get drawn into the doom and gloom of world events because, as intended, this drains your energy and channels it to those who are desperately struggling to block out the light of God's love. That they cannot do. It is all-pervasive. It is bringing light to the darkest nooks and crannies where there are still a few seemingly powerful and loving ones attempting to hide and rebuild what has irretrievably collapsed. The dark is undone. It cannot withstand the brilliance of the light that is pouring into every part of the illusion and dissolving it from within. Many individuals are still resisting the light because that is what they are accustomed to doing, but their efforts are futile because darkness is just an absence of light, and the divine light of God's infinite love for humanity is all-pervasive. The darkness cannot withstand the gentle onslaught of its astounding brilliance, and so the attempted resistance of these misguided ones is ineffectual. It is weakening and crumbling. As the illusory infrastructure disintegrates, you can see the results everywhere as political instability grows all over the world. Politicians are now left stumbling and confused as the systems on which they have relied for so long to report their dissembling in rhetorical pabulum, while showing their confident and frequently arrogant masks to the public, are superseded by the far more realistic reports from the now pervasive alternate media. The truth will out, and there is no one who can prevent it, as more and more cracks are revealed in the party line of the Western nations, and the differences in their individual political agendas forces them apart. A time of great change is upon the world which is leading you rapidly towards your awakening. To awaken is your divine destiny. You have been asleep and dreaming for eons, and the dreams that you have dreamt have caused you much pain and suffering. It is now time to end this unhappy state, and that is what all these changes are ensuring. In the midst of these in many ways unsettling changes, your task remains, as always, to hold your light on high, and as you do this, you have unlimited assistance from those in the spiritual realms who watch over you constantly. However, it is essential that you ask, and do so frequently throughout your daily activities, for their guidance and assistance so that you have their strength to support you in being at all times loving in thought, word, and action. By asking frequently, you keep reminding yourselves of the major task that you have undertaken, and from which it is amazingly easy for you to be diverted by the worldly distractions that you encounter as you go about your daily lives. The illusion is all about distraction from your purpose, your pre-planned spiritual path on earth as a human. You collectively built the illusion to experience separation from God, and, because He gave you everything that He had, you had the necessary intelligence and the capability to design and construct something extremely realistic, seemingly utterly separate from Him, and which in every moment is set on drawing you down into the separating darkness, which it uses to hide His light from you. In that darkness you are holding His light, your light, on high, but you are also prone to doubting yourselves and your faith in Him, and His infinite love for you. This, needless to say, is very confusing and disconcerting for you, which is why you need all the assistance that we, here in the spiritual realms, which is your real and eternal home, can offer you. That assistance, although constantly offered to you in every moment, disappears from your sight when you allow yourselves to be drawn down into the chaos and confusion of the illusion. In the illusion there seems to be constant, in fact endless conflict, disagreement, and deceit, as different factions of humanity take sides against one another and attempt to prove that they alone are right and all others are wrong. When each believes this, there is no meeting place, no possibility for discussion because each just shouts louder and louder to drown out the voice of the other. You often see this kind of behavior occurring in groups of small children. It is part of the process of growing up, maturing, and learning to socialize effectively, compassionately, and wisely. Unfortunately, many seemingly intelligent ones remain at this stage of arrested development, captivated by their ability to outsmart others. They carry it into adulthood, develop it further in whatever human field of endeavor they choose to follow, and the unfortunate results of this arrested development are evident all across the planet. The tsunami of love enveloping you all is the light that is melting away the darkness that the illusion cherishes. In darkness there is separation because you are unable to see one another, all you see is the mask, the human body, which is maintained as a defense against the light of your true nature. When you behave or operate from love, your true nature shines out, your unnecessary defenses dissolve, and the love that is your nature embraces everyone with whom you connect in any way at all. And by living lovingly you are able to see the inextinguishable flame of love burning constantly in others which they have attempted to hide or disguise out of misplaced fear. When you embrace love your fear just dissolves, so do it. Today's message is, open your hearts and accept the tsunami's loving embrace, let your light shine forth brilliantly so that the contagion of love infects every heart on the planet, and delight in the amazing awakening that then occurs. And in fact millions of you are already doing just this, which is why humanity's awakening is assured, inevitable, and unavoidable. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com